Good morning, student. The important topic, that is most important topic of this chapter, is Hope's experiment to demonstrate the anomalous expansion of water. So, in the year of 1805, the scientist that's name is T.C. Hope that devised an arrangement that is known as the Hope's apparatus for demonstrating anomalous expansion of water. That is called the Hope's apparatus. So this one is basically the Hope's apparatus. This apparatus consists of a tall metallic cylinder. This one is a tall metallic cylinder. This provided two openings. That means here we are having holes on the upper part and on the lower part. This opening on the upper part, that is the hole on the upper part, is the P, and the opening or the hole on the lower portion is called the Q. And from this upper opening we are fitted a thermometer, that is the T1, and from the and on the lower portion, that is on the opening of the lower portion, that is Q, we are also fitted a thermometer, that is T2. The central part of the cylinder, this one is the central part of the cylinder, and it is surrounded by a cylinder trough. This one is a trough, so it is also surrounded by a cylinder trough, and this cylinder trough is consisting a freezing mixture of ice and salt. That means these is the filling of the freezing mixture, and this freezing mixture is basically ice and salt. So, and after that we fill the cylinder with pure water at room temperature, and the temperature recorded by these thermometers at a regular interval of time. So what we have seen, initially both the thermometers read the same temperature, that is the reading of temperature T1 and reading of temperature T2 both are same. First, the temperature recorded by the lower thermometer starts decreasing, and finally it becomes steady at 4 degrees Celsius. That means at the time of starting, when this freezing mixture starts freezing the water, so the lower level of the water is decreases its temperature, and it comes at the 4 degrees Celsius, and after 4 degrees Celsius the reading of this thermometer is steady, it is not changes, while the temperature recorded in the thermometer T2, when it is lower down, so at that point the temperature of this thermometer T1 will remain almost same, while it is changes from some upper temperature to the 4 degree Celsius. In the next case, while the temperature recorded by the lower thermometer T2 remains constant, and after some times when the temperature of this thermometer goes to the 4 degrees Celsius, after that it is constant, and after that the thermometer reading will falling down continuously from the temperature we have maintained to the 0 degrees Celsius, and after 0 degrees Celsius it become steady. So the final temperature recorded by the upper thermometer is 0 degrees Celsius, and at the lower temperature is 4 degree Celsius. These are basically the graph for thermometer T1 and thermometer T2. At the starting we are assuming that these are having the 12 degrees Celsius temperature. This one is also having the 12 degrees Celsius temperature. This one is for T2. At the time of starting, when you are freezing it, so this the reading of temperature T2 will lower down, and this one is having the continuous value. So this one is lower down, and after reaching to the B point, when it is 4 degrees Celsius, so its reading is steady. That means it is not changing, but its reading is abruptly changing from this temperature to 0 degree Celsius. So now I am just explaining you how it comes. So initially we are assuming that initially water in the cylinder is at room temperature, or you can say that at 12 degrees Celsius, which is indicated by point A. In these figures, in these two figures, it is indicated by this one A. As the freezing mixture, this freezing mixture cools water in the central portion. This one cool the water in the central portion of the cylinder. So water, what happens? So water contracts. When the water contracts, its density increases, and when its density increases, the cooled water sink at the bottom, because this one is because the water that is having at the 12 degrees Celsius having the low density, and the water that is cooled down is having the more density. So the water that is more denser is sink at the bottom side. So it sink at the bottom side. By convection, water of the lower part cools, so the reading of the lower thermometer T2 falls rapidly, and the reading of the upper thermometer does not change, because the temperature and density of the water in the upper part does not change, because the density of the lower part is changed because it is cooling down the water, and the water getting that high density, or it is cooling down, so it sinks. So more the water cooling this side, so it is sinking to the bottom side. So this side will become cooled, and this side will become at the same temperature. Its temperature is not changes. This process will continue till the temperature of the entire water below the central portion. That means this portion's temperature that reaches at 4 degrees Celsius. When the temperature of this reaches at 4 degrees Celsius, this is shown by the part AB. This one is this part AB. Now the reading of the lower temperature becomes steady. After 4 degrees Celsius, the reading of this lower temperature becomes steady. And on further cooling below 4 degrees Celsius, due to the anomalous expansion of water of central portion, now expand. At that time it is contracted, and after 4 degrees Celsius it is expand. So its density decreases. When it expands, its density decreases, and its density decreases, so it rises up. And when it rises up, so to take its place, water from the top descend down, and by convection water above the center portion cool down. So by convection, when it is rises up, so this portion now at after this portion is cooling at the 4 degrees Celsius, and after that the upper portion starts cooling due to the anomalous expansion of the water. So the reading of the upper temperature T1 falls rapidly till 0 degrees Celsius, and water near the top freezes to form ice at 0 degrees Celsius. That means this upper region form the ice, and its level comes at 0 degree Celsius. Now the thermometer T1 shows a steady temperature, that is 0 degree Celsius, and now the and this is shown by this part B and C. At this stage, the lower thermometer T2 shows the temperature 4 degrees Celsius, because it is steady at 4 degrees Celsius, at which water has the maximum density. You know that it is having the maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius, that is 1000 kilogram per centimeter cube, while the upper thermometer T1 shows the temperature of water and ice at 0 degrees Celsius. So this is basically the anomalous expansion of water, by which we have seen that the lower portion having the temperature 4 degrees Celsius, and the upper portion is having the temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. And this is having some consequences. That means the consequences of anomalous expansion of water. First consequence is that this anomalous expansion of water helps in preserving aquatic life during very cold weather. So in this case, this phenomena occurs. This one is occur in pond, in sea, or in rivers, in which due to the anomalous expansion of water, the lower portion is at the 4 degrees Celsius, and the upper portion of the pond is at 0 degree Celsius. So it form ice, at 0 degree Celsius, and the lower portion it is having the 4 degree Celsius temperature. By this the fishes and other species are not dies. So I am explaining this. So in the cold weather, when the atmospheric temperature starts falling below 0 degree Celsius, so water at the surface of the pond initially at temperature above 4 degree Celsius begins to radiate heat to the atmosphere. So the temperature of the water near the surface starts falling. When the temperature of the water at the surface falls below 4 degrees Celsius, water contract and its density increase, and therefore it's sinking. So when it sinks to the bottom, this continues till temperature of the entire water reaches to 4 degrees Celsius. Now further cooling of the top layer below 4 degrees Celsius results in expansion of water, and so its density decreases. As when the density is decreases, water does not sink further, but it remains on the surface. So when the temperature of the atmosphere falls below 0 degrees Celsius, water on the surface loses further heat to the atmosphere and freezes into the ice, but water below the ice layer remains at 4 degrees Celsius. That's why the fish and other aquatic creatures remains alive in water of the pond, though water on the surface has frozen into the ice, or nature protect the aquatic life during the winter season. Second one is the anomalous expansion of water is responsible for burst of water pipes line and destruction of crop during very cold. So you can see in the winter nights, as the atmospheric temperature starts falling below 4 degrees Celsius, water in the pipeline expand and it exert large pressure on the pipes, and with this large pressure on the pipe, this causing the burst, and plants also dies for the same reason, as their capillaries burst when water in them reaches below 4 degrees Celsius and expand. So this is all about this chapter. Thank you.